Wow. It's a lot of ground to cover.
True, but unlike your boy Asav, we've got an advantage.
The three symbols.
Let's have a look at the map.
What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back. I'm your host, Trainer 1. This is Chapter 4 of my Uncharted The Lost Legacy crushing walkthrough with all collectibles, 100%. This is going to be a very, very long video. Just completing this in the Let's Play took 2 hours. So I am going to be cutting some parts, and I will be showing you where every collectible is, but you necessarily won't see a full unedited, as I want to make this as enjoyable as possible, get straight to the point. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin.
Okay, let's see. We are right about here. I can mark it up as we go.
As you can see, this whole area is explorable for us, and there are collectibles all over. Treasures, photo opportunities, optional conversations, and lock boxes. And I'm going to do my best to try to make it as easy and as simple as possible to show you where all of them are.
Check out that tower.
Bet you could get the lay of the land from up top.
Maybe.
First thing is we have a viewable photo right here. That will be number 1. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, for the sake of this video, is we are going to head to a very, very important part where there are specific collectibles in this chapter that we can pick up.
Perfect.
A total of 11
Not
of
that
them.
I'm too worried about him, though.
You should be. We won't have the advantage of surprise again. Don't think he was expecting much from you.
Wait, was that a compliment? That sounded like a compliment.
His guys are idiots, but Asav is... We just need to stay the hell away from him.
So we're going to be heading to the top right of the map.
Never understood the appeal of people like Asav.
Easy. He finds men who are weak and offers them power. Gives them purpose.
Purpose. Sounds more like bullshit to me.
So over here, there's going to be a shrine. And that shrine is going to give us a lot of collectibles.
See that archway? Looks intact.
You coming with?
Feel like stretching my legs.
Rightio. Alrighty, let's roll.
So once we head in here, you're going to find
What is this place?
locations we'll set up where a bunch of collectibles are. First off, we'll do the next photo.
Well, will you look at that?
Monkeys.
You seem excited.
I like monkeys.
Looks like there's something in the structure there.
Yeah, monkeys.
Besides monkeys.
There's a total of 3 collectibles that are inside there, but you can't get them until you grab all
What
of
have we here?
the shrines.
Let's see. Is it just me, or does that look like a map?
Looks like our map.
I'll just jot that down.
First one you can pick up right here.
Interesting. Some kind of Hoysala token.
What about the symbols up there?
Symbols?
When you get them all, you will
Those
be able to
figures
unlock
must
the
be
door to
old
get to the other
Hoysala
3
kings.
collectibles.
11 all in all.
Now if we take a look at our map, we can see that now we have all of their locations on the map. So we're going to go clockwise and down until we get all the way to the other side and then turn those in. So here's going to be the first one, and we'll take a look at the map so you can find out exactly where we are. Again, these are very easy. If you go to that place first, you'll be able to know exactly where they are, so you don't need me to tell you exactly where they are, because they do show up on the map.
There a way to ring this?
Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to ring every single bell with your weapon. So make sure you have some ammunition.
Trying to give away our position?
Yes.
And last but not least, there you go.
Another crest of a Hoysala king. Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide this.
Next one's going to be right here, which is just as close to the previous one we did. Climb this structure here, and we're going to jump across. Jump to this side, and you should be able to pull it down.
Hooray for physics.
There will be enemies that will appear once you're done with this one. You just have to stealthily get out of there, or you can take them out as quickly as you want.
Great.
What the? Something over there. Watch yourself.
So don't move too much.
I see your 4x4. Where are you? We're not alone. Where are you, asshole?
Now you have to get that collectible before you can grab this lockbox, as the truck will not be there unless you grab that collectible. So a lot of collectibles are actually tied to each other. And there you go, we'll pick up the silence pistol. And there's the first lockbox for this mission, but we have to go back over to our vehicle now.
Okay, so we were talking about...
Alright, so you can see we're at the next one, and we're just going to keep going down in a clockwise manner. Once we're done with all of those, then we'll start picking up treasures, and then we'll save the actual objectives for the mission until we get to the very, towards the end of the video.
There's a little cave over there.
Just jump all the way over here as soon as you can, and then make a jump here, and you should be able to make it inside. Now we are going to be coming back to some of these places, because there are collectibles that we're skipping over, but I'm trying to make this as easy as possible so you know exactly
Another
where
token for my collection.
every little thing is. So here we are at the next location. And I am going to be skipping some fights and stuff like that because, again, this video can be very long. We have a lockbox here that we can pick up. Some of these you have to be exactly on. And notice how it gives you grenades too, because you will need the grenade in order to do this, because you have to blow that up. And all this is...
This symbol. Not one of the three we're looking for, but it matches the one in that shrine we visited.
Every time you see one of those, that's how you'll know that you'll be next to one of the shrines.
I've got your brothers and sisters waiting for you.
There's going to be a photo here. Here we are looking at the next one.
Sit
As you
tight.
can see, there's also a
Go
lockbox
ahead.
here. And again, if you didn't go around to the shrine, how you would know is you would see those little things, and that's how you know if there's specifically one there. But the shrine, going to that first, now that you know where it is, will allow you to be able to see every single one of them right away.
Over we go.
Don't.
Oh God. Fraser!
That can happen sometimes. This is like, for some reason, this is like a difficult thing to do because the moment you try to get off, you'll automatically jump too far. But luckily, the checkpoint system is actually not too bad. But just stop and don't jump another time. We're going to pick up this lockbox here. Make sure you have at least one grenade on you, but you will be able to pick up a grenade in this lockbox, so... It seems like they decided to hide a lot of the collectibles behind walls that you have to destroy with only grenades. Not a fan of that kind of gameplay, because then that means you have to limit yourself to the way that they want you to do it. So lockbox picked up, and we're going to keep going.
Of course. Nothing's ever simple.
What have we got here? Another Hoysala token for my collection.
Here we are at the next location. This one might be a little difficult for some people to find, as it is actually under water. And you'll notice that when you come here, it gets deeper and deeper, and you want to go down. Not too difficult, but I know it might confuse a lot of people.
Hop in my pocket, little token.
Alright, ladies and gents, so here we are at the next one. You will have a little bit of a firefight here. We have a lockbox. And we're actually really close to where we just were when we went underwater. And as you can see, there's also a treasure here, so we're going to go ahead and pick it up, make a mental note of where this treasure is. Now you can either do this, or you can find out where one of the bodies is. They have, depending on who you took out, there's some extra grenades as well as a rocket launcher. Just depends on what you want to use, but obviously break the wall. And there you go.
You've waited hundreds of years for me to find you.
And again, you can get all these done without actually going to any of the main objectives. Alright, so you can see where we are. We're at the top of the map, top and north. So, we're going to get the next one. Now, this one actually has a little puzzle to it.
Really building up my calluses this trip.
It's not a difficult puzzle, but I'll show it in its entirety because it can be a little challenging.
My thinking cap.
What you need to do is take these pieces
Now we're getting somewhere.
and continually move them to the other side. I will admit that some of the puzzles in Uncharted The Lost Legacy are really, really great.
Come join in on the fun.
Alright, so as you can see, that's the first one, and she gives you that clue by telling you come join in on the fun. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Alright. It would be a little weird to navigate it. And that just leaves one more. And then we're not completely done with this yet, as you will need to solve the puzzle.
Thanks for waiting.
But just do it to where the feet are on the ground like that. And then match everything up from that point. And remember that when it goes down a little bit, so it won't look like it's lined up until you press it down.
Set abracadabra. Hey, fancy a ride in my pocket?
Now, since we are already in this area and there is a collectible over here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the treasure, which is on the other side here. So always make sure you're paying attention of where you are.
Had a little luck. Nice work.
Most of the optional conversations are tied to the main story missions and when you grab and collect all 11 of these shrines. Now, as you can see, once that picks up, there are still a lot in between to pick up. So I will not be picking these up in like an order until I get to the treasure part, and then I will try to make it as simplistic as possible. But let's move on to the next shrine. Here we are at the next location. Had to take out a bunch of enemies here, which is hilarious because one of the enemies got stuck inside the truck, even though his body disappeared because we had to blow up the truck. The only way we could kill him is he hid under the truck, and we actually had to blow it up, which was actually pretty funny. But as you can see, there's also a lockbox here. So you have to be in the perfect spot to get these to... As you can see, we picked it up right here.
Ha! There you are. Finders
So,
keepers.
let me explain to you why that happens, and we're not going to pick up the China Lake. We don't really... Well, actually, let's go ahead and do it. So you can see how all the different weapons are. The reason that it was in there, because they've already blown this up, because normally it would have been right here, but if they blow it up, then that means they've taken it, so it'll be in the lockbox. If this has not been blown up yet, depending on when you go to this section, that way you will know where it is. It's either going to be inside the wall, or it's going to be there. Here we are for the final one, the 11th one, and then we can finally unlock all the secrets and get the special item for this, and it's in the center of the map. We've saved it for last. And we're actually going to be coming back here to continue on with a little bit more of the story. So this one is a little bit of a trick. What you're going to do is you're going to see all these fountains.
All right, let's see what you do.
Oh, fountains. Not sure.
And you have a specific amount of time, which it gives you plenty of time to do it.
Shut off.
Okay, guess this is a thing. That's another.
And just keep going around until you, every single time you see a fountain, you'll know that there's always going to be a rope point.
Here for your amusement. You've got 2 more to go. Still hear that sound. Is there another fountain?
Ah, back.
And there you go.
And that makes 11.
So now we're going to go back to the original location and turn in our prize, and also do 3 collectibles as well as a optional conversation and a photo. As you can see, we're finally back here, and we're going to pick up all the collectibles. Hopefully I haven't made this too confusing for all of you, because it can be a little confusing with so many collectibles in one specific chapter.
There's a slot. Just the right size for a token. Let's give it a whirl.
They filled up the spots on the map.
Yeah,
What's happening?
we got a prize. A very nice prize indeed.
This prize actually lets you know when any treasures are around you, so it's actually good to have.
This'll fetch a pretty penny back home. If I don't keep it.
Now what?
Let's go see. Maybe there'll be something for you.
Up ahead we'll have an optional conversation, as well as a photo. You can hear that there are some
look
mad
who's here.
collectibles around here.
Huh? Thanks, Jane Goodall. Sorry, guys. Didn't bring any bananas with me.
Actually, monkeys don't really eat bananas.
Oh, come on. Really?
I mean, they can, but they don't in the wild. They mostly stick to bugs, nuts, and leaves. Besides, bananas are too sugary.
My illusions are shattered. Next thing you're going to tell me there's no Easter Bunny.
Oh no, that's absolutely real.
And here's your next photo, which I believe is the 3rd one.
The grey langurs. I like the way their faces are ringed with hair. Whoa, hey!
That was amazing.
God.
And there you go. We were able to pick up a nice collection of 3. But you still see that there are a lot more treasures to be had. Again, this is going to be a very long video. So actually, before you head out of here, where we just were, as you can hear that there's something nearby, we're going to grab this lockbox as well as 1 treasure before we move on. That way we necessarily won't have to go and come back to the same location and get it again. And as you can see, there's a treasure here as well. And there should be another treasure right there. Remember, when you get close, it'll make that noise. And I actually prefer that. That's kind of a nice thing. So I definitely recommend you going and getting those 11 shrines. And there we have it. So now we're going to be heading back to the center area, where we're going to start opening up the map a little more.
How?
Be right back.
Hey, did you see something?
Here's a little treasure as we're going back into the middle section again.
Okay. Shall we pick up where we left off?
Anyway, like I was saying.
Oh, God. How? Hey, you're not one to talk about questionable choices, mate. A Sav? And that other one, the trust fund brat?
They weren't a choice, they were means to an end. But Drake,
He wasn't so bad.
I mean, she just thinks he's so clever.
Oh, he's incredibly irritating. Impossibly so, but he's charming in his own way. And it was fun, while it lasted.
That's all one can ask for, I suppose. But I have to ask, Did you two take turns talking, or did you just talk over each other?
Alright, that's pretty funny. I wanted to show that.
Want to climb it with me?
I really want to, but someone should keep watch for Assault's forces.
Good call.
So this is going to open up where all the locations, you actually don't necessarily need to do this, but I want to give you guys as much story as I can as well.
Easy does it.
All right up there?
So far, so good.
Always make sure that your hand is showing that you're reaching for something before you just grab a hold of it. As you can see, my hand just came out, which means she'll automatically jump over to it.
Uh-huh.
Nearly there. Here's our 3 symbols. Well, that took less time than I expected. Just beyond those waterfalls. Trident mark on the map for you. And behind door number 2. Been there, done that. Let's see what's behind the axe door. Another old fortress, tucked into the mountainside. I'll just mark that on the map with an axe. Last but not least, the bow door. And another old fortress, sitting smack dab in the middle of the lake bed. I'll jot a bow on the map in that spot. Whoa! Guess I should.
Now that we know where all the locations are, we can start going around and getting all of the treasures that are outside of that location, and then we will start doing everything inside those 3 locations. So here we are for another treasure, which is going to be right in between 2 of the shrines that we did. Make sure you take out the enemies before you try to do this. And there you go. And remember, we already picked that up. The light thing over there. So next we're going to move on to another treasure. Here we are for the next one, which is actually pretty close to where we just were. Come up this trail here,
Do you mind waiting a minute?
You got it.
and it'll be right here on the corner. Alright, so we have 2 treasures in this one location that is a little bit down. Remember, I'm always going in a clockwise manner. And there's going to be 2 of them in this area. So first one's going to be right under, kind of where this waterfall is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't think you can get back up. You're going to have to go this way. Next one is going to be not too far from that location. You're going to go into this little tunnel here. And that's how you get up into this area. And it's going to be on your left side. There we go. Next up is going to be a photo opportunity, which is still really close to where we just were. It's going to be where you have the view of the waterfall right in front of you. And there you go. Very close to the previous location, pretty much just straight ahead, you're going to find another one. This is going to be a treasure.
I'll be right back.
Copy that.
And you can see it shimmering there. And there you have it. As you can see now, we are back again. This time we're going to do a photo op, which is next to one of our main objectives, as well as one of the shrines. It's going to be on or close to where this elephant is.
Sit tight. I can wait.
There it is. That's a photo op. Of course, right next to one of the main objectives. Here we are, overlooking the same location we just were, a little bit further back. We're going to have another photo op.
Hang on.
You got it.
Underneath the bridge that leads to the middle section of the map, you're going to find the next treasure.
Wait here.
Sure.
One thing I love about this game is the fact that you really have to go into the map every single time. There's no HUD, there's no, like, you know, GPS or anything like that. You actually have to look at the map and do a little bit of exploring yourself in order to find all these treasures. Directly to the right of where we just were on the previous treasure, you're going to find something beautiful here. This is going to be another treasure. Right there's the bridge under us, and it's going to be on top to the right. You'll also be coming back through here when you want to continue on with the game in a few chapters. You'll be going through that door there. Here we are back at a location where we picked up one of the shrines and we had a big battle. We already did one lockbox that was in this area. There is a second one. It's always a good thing to look around as much as possible, or you'll miss certain things like this. I'm glad I was thorough enough to come back here and take a look. Next up, almost exactly where we were before, right in between one of our main objectives and a shrine, we're going to find another treasure.
Do you mind waiting a minute?
Copy that.
And you can see that there's not too many left. We got a total of 1, 2, 3 treasures left. Just a little bit of ways from where you were previously, we have a photo opportunity.
I'll be right back.
You got it.
Moving just a little ways up between one of the objectives and a shrine, we're going to find a few more collectibles. This time we're going to be doing a lockbox and a treasure. And it's right where your entrance to one of the objectives is. You can also pick up a Desert Eagle. Immediately from here, you're going to get back into your vehicle. And you're going to see a little hidden entrance underneath this waterfall, or to the right of it. And you will see the treasure. And it looks like we've got a total of one more treasure to pick up. I think. Just one, hopefully. And last but not least, there is one more that we did not pick up, and it is going to be over here on the bottom right of the map next to one of the objectives, or in between the objective and the shrine.
Give me a second.
Sure, go ahead.
Took me a while to find this one. And there we go. So that is every single treasure in this part of the game.
All right. And we were talking about...
All right, so here we are, guys.
I
We are going to
believe you
continue
were
on
paying
with the
me a
main mission.
compliment.
The only collectibles that are here are the ones that are remaining, and those will be in mission
need to
areas.
stay
I
the
did
hell
have
away
to
from-
restart this chapter due to the fact that an optional conversation did not trigger because a car was in the way, so
The
I
rebels
recommend
beat us here.
Interesting circular motif.
leave
Like
the
the
car
disc.
in the back,
We're definitely in the right place.
and we'll pick up this, and there's going to be one more lockbox, and that's it, and then one more photo. But again, make sure you got yourself covered by... We only got 2 rounds. Not bringing the car up so that... Because what happened was I had the car up here and she got in the car and wouldn't trigger the optional conversation, and you only have a certain amount of time to trigger it. And in order to do it, you just need to look up here.
Look up there. Parashurama's bow.
So, Parashurama.
Parashurama.
Parashurama. Right. Who was he again?
Okay, 6th avatar of the god Vishnu, a fearsome warrior. Trained in the martial arts by Shiva himself, but only after conquering the whole world to convince him of his worthiness.
And I thought I had it bad.
Now you can bring the car up. Again, if you do bring the car up in the spot that we just were, she will get in the car and therefore not trigger the automatic optional conversation. So keep that in mind, as I did have to restart, which all enemies that I've taken out already throughout all getting the collectibles are going to be back. So we're not going to be going those routes as to try to stay away from them.
There.
But at least all of the collectibles save, and you don't have to restart all those again, which is a godsend.
Okay.
Let's get inside.
Try to be as stealthy as I can on this upcoming encounter. But it's very, very difficult to stealth in this game.
Nice to be out of that shithole finally.
I was starting to think the boss was all talk.
I'd watch your mouth.
Sorry.
Soon it won't matter. Once we have the task, the people will follow like sheep.
Yeah, even the mighty Indian army will tremble.
Can't wait.
Now, the only way you'd be able to stealth that, and I did that in the Let's Play,
That's it. We're clear.
is to have a silenced
The others?
pistol,
Can't
shoot
be
one of
helped.
them, knock the other
Come on.
off. But either way, there will be guards that will start to shoot at you no matter what, so it's an automatic thing. Just keep that in mind.
Hey, on the mountain! Here come the others.
And as you can see, can't even kill him. But thank God we're okay. Oh. Yeah, we're okay.
Okay. We're all clear.
Won't be the last of them. There was a big truck parked out front.
We'll keep our eyes open.
Again, the difficulty
Go ahead,
in
start over
Uncharted The Lost Legacy is
Not much we can
significantly
do.
more than any other
Besides,
Uncharted,
doesn't matter who starts, only who finishes.
in my opinion.
Fair point. What is it? shrine?
Don't think so. Don't see any deities hanging about. Let's find a way up. Follow me.
How are you so relaxed? Didn't you hear those gunshots?
I did. You worry too much. Our brothers are trained by Asab himself.
I'm keeping my safety off, just in case.
Mine was never on.
Wait till he turns around.
Be careful. Nothing over there? Nothing. We're clear. What?
Shit, they've made it.
Wow. So tough to do.
I hit him!
Close. As you can see, in some cases it's holy crap. In some cases it's better just to actually fight, but it's just so tough.
Oh shit!
Am I even hitting him? My gosh, that wasn't even landing near me.
Shit! Oh, no,
Really
no,
doing?
no.
Oh no! Wow. Phew. Got him though.
That's it. The site is secure.
Okay, that
Yes,
was...
it is.
Let's press on.
Just what I was gonna say.
I really want to stealth this, but it just doesn't give you the opportunity to do every single time. But I will definitely try to... At least I'm going to help you how to get around these situations. Even when you got to do combat. So here's the last lockbox in this chapter. I can't stress this enough that if you're going to do this walkthrough on crushing, to really take your time and don't rush anything. And I know you're going to be able to do it. Could have used that a little bit earlier, but...
Must be a way to open that gate.
Some kind of mechanism. Here we go.
Look, opening that gate.
Perfect. That should do it.
And there's only one photo left in the entire chapter, and we have done all of the collectibles, so pretty cool stuff.
No! Oh, shit! Whoa! Well, you made it across at least. Sit tight.
Oh, stand. Stand tight. Copy that. Beg your pardon? Doing all right? Fine.
Oh, there you are. Having fun?
Nearly there. Made it.
Impressive.
Thanks. Come on. Well, looky here. What are you willing to bet?
Told you it's some kind of key.
Gold star for you. Now let's see what it does.
What is it? Ancient Hoysala jigsaw puzzle?
These aren't too difficult to figure out. Although some of them get a little bit more difficult.
Of course. I'm making a bow. Look at that.
Parashurama. Now what?
Now I guess we turn this crank and see what happens next.
Think it's safe?
You know that treasure hunting is not a good gig for the risk of us, right?
Neither is being a mercenary. Difference is when I pull the pin on a grenade, I know what's going to happen next.
My way's much more fun. Did you hear that?
You feel that? Tracer, look at that.
Holy hell. There's a massive relief carved into the side of that mountain. And you were worried we were going to turn that crank and die.
Guess it's good I've got an archaeologist's daughter with me. It must have been fun growing up, eh?
It had its moments. I learnt a lot. Hoysala Empire was kind of his thing. Took up a lot of his time, though. Me, if I go digging for treasure, I better make a buck or two.
Oh, sure. I don't take big risks without a good payday.
I imagine so. Like running an army, huh? That's a big responsibility.
Second nature. It's my father's company. He retired, I took over.
Family business.
Made a real mess of it. What, you should know? Heard you and those Drake brothers are close.
Yeah, well, it's a conversation for another time.
So, where to next?
That fort above the waterfalls might be worth a visit. And possibly that fort on that mountain.
Suppose I should have asked about the Drakes before I took the job.
Not much to tell. I know Nate pretty well, Sam less so. He seemed to just appear out of thin air.
Let's find a way to get back down to the car.
Sounds good. Ah, this is open now.
And there we go. We're back where we started. Everything collected. And I will take you to the next one, which we're going to go to the one that's over there. Alright, so here we are for the next objective, main objective. Right in front of here, you can see where we are. The big waterfall is right down there.
Check it out. It's Ganesh's trident.
Ganesh, remover of obstacles.
That's very good.
Figured if we were looking for his task, I should read up on him.
Okay, well, he's a good one to know. You pray to him when you start something new or need to clear your mind of doubts and worry.
Ah, remover of...
Is the gate secure?
Not yet.
Well, Strain, you wanted a challenge, and let me tell you, challenge accepted. Ridiculously accepted, but accepted. We can take out these 3 enemies very, very quickly and easy. However, it's the next 7 or 8 enemies that really, really give you the challenge to do it stealthy. One of them you cannot, literally cannot stealth. And he is the enemy that is the big armor with a Gatling gun.
These wheels, how many are there?
Several. There's one on the roof too, over there.
What do they do?
I don't know, but leave them alone until the boss arrives.
We know you're out there.
So what that does is drive up all the enemies. All right, we're looking good so far.
We cannot fail us now.
There is a heavy enemy that's on the other side here. He's the guy that you can't take out stealthy. The best you can do is take off his helmet. And of course, that was my bad. I wouldn't have missed the first shot. We did a pretty good job at taking some of them down, though. Got him quickly too, so that's pretty good. We took out the sniper, so no one's going to be able to snipe us from up here. But I don't know where this guy went. There he is.
I think that's a lot of them.
Here we go.
You all right?
Fine. Just thinking of all the ways that could have gone better.
See, I'm thinking about how it could have gone worse. Much more positive outlook, sort of.
Okay, Let's go find our giant water faucet.
Sounds good.
I can't tell you how tough that was. Even after being seen, you got to take out that big guy quickly.
Okay, that's not it. No, this. What's the trick here?
What? Look like a button.
Yeah, I just wanted you to have a go at something.
I like how it moved him out of the way.
What's this? That's a good sound.
One of the spokes on the wheel just turned around.
How about you? That's two.
And they're literally all over the place, so there's actually more than just what you see there. I think there's one that's up here.
Found you. Only one left. Last but not least, that should do it.
Okay. Back to the big wheel thing.
There
Big
will
wheel
be
thing?
more enemies
Whatever
that
the
will come once you
archaeological
get through this
temple
section, but you can stealth
wheel
around
thing
them or
works.
just quickly get around them.
Hey! You did it. Goddamn right I did. Oh, come on.
Looks like we're going under.
Rightio.
There's our faucet. Now then. I'm guessing this one needs to look like a trident.
Good guess.
So you'll see that this one's a little bit more tougher because it moves more than one.
Oh, this one's a bit trickier.
It's Ganesh.
Hello, sir.
Right. Let's turn the water on.
Whoa, whoa. What's to say it's not different this time? What if it's fire or something?
You're messing with me.
I'm totally messing with you.
Here we go.
I'm a little disappointed it wasn't fire.
Another waterfall.
Yeah. It's 2 out of 3 now.
Marcelo went to an absurd amount of trouble to hide the tusk.
Well, the tusk was the symbol of Hoysala dominance, representing their wealth and their might.
A nice trophy for the Persians.
Yeah. My dad always thought that the tusk was something even greater, though.
What? Your dad was after the tusk?
Oh, my dad was obsessed with it. He spent every day and night researching it. All our money wasted on fruitless expeditions.
Heard that one before. So what came of it?
I don't know. Well, he sent me and my mum away. He said it was no longer safe. And off to Australia we went. And now here I stand on the outskirts of Harlabadoo. Pretty funny. Last stop. The fort embedded in that mountain. That'll be the one with the axe.
At least your accent makes sense now.
Yeah,
Fraser's not exactly an Indian surname either.
it was my mum's.
Well, thank God I didn't drop all the way, huh?
Right.
All right, let's find a way out. Last one back to the car buys dinner.
I brought MREs.
You're no fun.
This will piss you off. It's just too many enemies in a small area. You just can't stealth. And you die in just like one hit. It's crazy.
Fraser, incoming reinforcements.
You figures.
Look at that. I'm moving in stealth areas and they still see me from that far away. I mean, they really amp this difficulty.
What did you find?
We're all clear.
Now, sometimes she will take out enemies. She doesn't.
What the?
Thought I had the moment, but I didn't.
Hang on.
Shit! Fraser, they've made it!
Oh God, go, 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 oh my God. Woo! Oh, see how tough that is, guys. And here's gonna be a lockbox.
For
It
real.
won't show up until after
You handled
you've
it
done
so
this
far.
section.
All things considered.
What things are those?
No real combat.
Ah,
Slightly impulsive. Run around the field like a maniac. Need to learn what short controlled burst means.
alright.
Lost. Wearing red in a jungle combat scenario. I'm serious.
Alright, unfortunately, China Lake's not what we want. But you get the lockbox.
Hey, look. Shiva's axe.
Shiva. He was the god of destruction, right?
Yes, but maybe not in the way you're thinking.
Not literal destruction, then?
That, but also in a more positive sense, like losing the ego, ditching bad habits.
Shedding old attachments.
Exactly. Once more, with gusto.
Alright, so all that's really left is a photo op.
Here we go.
Hey, I'll take care of this one.
Okay.
I think this is the funnest one to get, and you'll see why. Because there's a lot of really cool photos.
Sure, in reverse.
You're welcome. Here we go.
Ah. Salah versus the tiger. Salah won, actually. He was protecting his guru and killed the animal in one blow. It's where the name Hoysala comes from. Hoy, meaning strike, in their language. No! Razor, you okay? Yep. Come on in. Water's fine. They've left their climbing gear.
They should come in handy.
Correction. Our climbing gear.
There's not a full luxury. I'm smaller than most men. Oh shit!
Had to use a lot of grenades there. That's going to be the safest bet for you to make it through there. Seems like there's only one guy left, so... But it wouldn't let me get the right angle to be able to stealth him. There we go. Let's go with a P90.
You okay?
Slightly deaf, but I'm good.
Good. Let's keep moving.
Alright. Oh, we got an airhead. Let's go with the airhead. And a foul. Man, we got all kinds of... Well, there's not enough there. Alright. Let's just keep going.
Oh my.
What the hell is this?
Okay, let's see what this does.
That statue moved.
Well, I'll be going to hell. That's elaborate. Oh shit.
Statue moved again.
Bugger.
Alright. Final collectible is going to be up here. There's a
All right.
picture.
I think that did it. Come on over.
Coming.
All collectibles have been gotten. Such a challenge to do as well.
Oh, for goodness sake.
3 statues with 2 different symbols. A star. They're all
choice than our sons. But I like your descriptions better. Ah! Near miss there! I think I got it. Right, got it. Come on over.
Nice. Right behind you.
Figured we'd have one more to go. You know that? Everything always comes in threes. You'll see. Close shave! Halfway there.
There you go.
Fresh air.
We are almost done with this chapter, which has taken me now over 3 hours to get all the collectibles and do all this stuff. And I've had fun the entire time. It's truly, truly amazing, this game. Even though I kind of hark on it for its difficulty and for its forcefulness of difficulty, it still really is such an amazing
Smelled like
experience.
death.
I was thinking you'll do with the water.
Let's make an axe. Oh, what the hell? That's not fair. Nice to see you, Shiva.
Come on, let's get this over and done with.
Yep. Shit.
See? I told you it was dangerous. You hurt?
Just my dignity.
Here we go.
Baby water. And now that's 3. You know, you're pretty good at this whole treasure hunting thing.
I'm a quick study.
One question, though. I reckon that you could pretty much do anything you want. Why are you so keen to get Shoreline back?
Seriously? My partner turns my own men against me. My lieutenant makes off with the bounty. Nathan and Samuel Drake get off scot-free, and you're asking why I want Shoreline back.
Yeah.
It was on my watch. I lost it on my watch. All right, what the hell is that thing you keep playing with?
It's my stress toy. It showed up in the mail a few weeks after we got to Australia. All right, we better get a move on. We don't want Asav to get ahead of us.
Even though it's Uncharted and he's already ahead of us because
You
he's just
know,
waiting for us to complete this.
I've had my fair share of screw-ups. You just pick yourself up and move on.
I don't like to fail.
No one does, love. Let's head back to the car. Gotta love a shortcut.
Glad we don't have to go back the way we came.
I would have made you dodge the axes.
And now we can head out of here.
time to do it.
Oh, trust me, I've done it all.
Look, for what it's worth, it's your kick-ass reputation that got you this job. Plus, I figured you could use some money.
You're not wrong.
Honestly, though, it's actually nice working with a woman for a change.
Too right. Not many of us out here. This one arms dealer demanded to speak to the man in charge, then tried backing out when I informed him I was running the show.
What did you do?
Broke both his legs.
You're not kidding.
Just trying to level the playing field.
Oh, don't cross Ross.
I should put that one on my business card.
Can't you just walk away? Be done with Shoreline?
I was born into it. I don't have a choice.
Oh, there's always a choice.
Beautiful out here.
Is this your first visit to India?
Yeah.
Not a lot of perks in this line of work, but travel is definitely one of them.
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Whichever question works for you.
Well, I haven't been to the States.
Really?
Yeah, well, the stuff I'm looking for is usually old, right? The US was only founded a couple of 100 years ago.
True.
What about you? Where do you want to go?
Iceland.
Nice choice. Beautiful there.
Well, it's quiet. I'm spoiled. And I want to see those northern lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's on the bucket list too. You should go when we're done here.
Someday. Have other things to attend to first.
Here we go. Coming.
Right behind you. Magnificent. How long do you suppose it takes to carve something like this?
Years. Decades, even. The Hoysala certainly did have a knack for stonework.
And the war, it seems.
That too. They must have made these to commemorate their victories against the Persians.
Looks like they put up a good fight.
They did. Pity it didn't last. But their loss is our gain, right?
That carving looks familiar.
That carving is an exact match for the disc.
So what does that mean?
I don't know yet. But I'm guessing we should give that a try.
So hopefully you enjoyed the walkthrough, guys. Thank you again so much for watching.
Should we
This has been
dance?
one hell of a
Try
chapter,
not to break it this
and I will see you on chapter 5.
What the hell?
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Can't say I was expecting that. You ready?
Yeah. Just, taking it all in.